What's Gucci and the Booty family? Good morning. It is like almost 6:45. It's almost 7 a.m. I just pulled up to the flea market. Last time I was pleasantly surprised and actually got a good amount of sneakers. I don't know if it's gonna be the same this time, but let's go find out. This is another situation where I honestly didn't have much hope for there being much sneakers here, but it's a flea market and you never know what you could find. And speaking of flea, I ran into Flea Flipper once again. Flea be here at like 5 a.m. bro. That's why I left all the video game stuff to him. He cleans it out before I even wake up. Finding the good stuff?
I scored tons of games from this guy earlier today.
Oh yeah?
So I'm like, I'm dead. I'm set for the day, dude.
Really? Dang, like that?
Yeah, like that.
Mind you, he said earlier, it's 6:45 a.m. Do you even sleep, bro? Meanwhile, I come check out my dog and there's already people over here, but nobody is looking at sneakers. And that's why I love sneakers so much, because at least in my area, there's not much competition. And there goes those pennies again. And I check the bottoms again. And I decide to leave them again. But to be fair, someone did tell me that they was gonna bring some sneakers today and I didn't know what that was gonna look like. So I was being very selective about what I grabbed. One thing that I love doing when I go to flea markets is conversating with the vendors and especially letting them know that I'm a reseller, because one, they learn what you're into and you're the first person to pop into their mind when they come across those things. And that also leads into number two, which is you build a relationship with these vendors. Both y'all here trying to make some money. That's what happened with the dude I'm about to pull up on now. I told him I was into sneakers and he bought a pair in for me specifically. What's going on, boss man?
Just bring one sneaker. I found one that was decent.
Oh yeah?
I mean, I'll bring them all, but I'll be honest, if you don't care about mold, because some people can wash mold out.
Oh, there's mold on
Some of
them?
them grew, not this one, but some of them did. Those are
Under Armours, huh? What are you asking for these?
I'll let them go for $10, to be honest with you. I don't want fuss. They're just nice little kicks. You just kick them around. You know?
Sure, I'll do these for $10.
Yeah, brother,
$100. $75. Oh, $150 for this one. 100. So originally I was letting this clip play out because I just thought it was funny how homeboy was just trying to make some money. But as I'm sitting here editing this, I realized that there is a car stereo on the table for $2. Now I don't really do too much electronics anymore and car stereos are definitely out of my realm of knowledge, but $2? Should I have picked this up? Anyway, there wasn't much really going on for me at the flea market at this moment. I ran into this person that had some shoes that were basically some no names. This dude had some sneakers out, but it was his first time at the flea and he was basically asking eBay prices for them, so that was obviously a hard pass. He was super chill though. All of these Nerf guns belonged to him and his brother, and you can tell they were not playing around about their Nerfs. I mean, the double banana mag with the duct tape, I don't want no smoke. Then I pulled up on the same dude that I pulled up on last time. He brought out some more shoes. This is another person that I told that I was into sneakers, and so he brought these Asics in, and I just bought all of them. I didn't haggle. I probably should have. He was asking $10 a pair, so I paid $40 for all of them. But bright side is one of them already sold for $50 free shipping over on eBay, so after taxes and fees, I got back like $34. This was a very interesting experience. First, I saw one of my favorite things, which is a few stragglers of sneakers hanging out on a table. So I asked them if they had more, which they revealed a whole bin full. I start going through the bin. I see these EQTs, which they're not worth a lot. And honestly, not a lot of Adidas are. But then as I move them out the way, I spot one of my favorite things to find, which is a pair of foams. Foams are always a buy if you can get them at like $20 or less. Now, remember earlier when I said that most Adidas aren't worth picking up, but most does not mean all. And unfortunately, I didn't think about that because these in my hand right now are a pair of $200 Adidas and Vibe magazine collaboration sneakers, but it didn't even cross my mind to even look them up because they're Adidas. So remember, friends, always check your comps. Anyway, going through the bin some more, I come across these Foo Air Max 270s, a pair of Jordan 1 mids, and another pair of Jordan 1 mid. So now that I have 3 pairs of shoes that I'm definitely trying to grab, I decided I should probably ask him how much he's charging for his sneakers. How much for these?
that one? $40.
$40? Yeah, pass. What about these ones?
That one, $30.
30 for these joints? Yeah, I'm out. All right, thank you, buddy.
You want me give you a good price?
No. It's okay, it's okay.
That's no problem.
Maybe I'll come back then.
Give me $25.
No, I'm okay. Thank you though. Yeah. Thank you.
Your first one, give me one, okay?
Huh?
Give me one.
How much is
You first.
If you sell these for $10, I'll buy them.
Okay, good.
Now that's how you get the deal done. I got all 3 pairs of shoes that I wanted for $40, and on top of that, the foams already sold for $63 shipped. Then after that, honestly, nothing else really happened. I ran into Flea again, and he starts asking me why I'm into sneakers, and I tell him because he buys all the video games. And after that, I just start walking around, and nothing really is going on until I run into the sneaker dude I've been waiting for. Unfortunately, there was a bunch of people there that didn't want to be filmed, so although I do have a lot of footage of what happened, I can't show it because those people are in the clips, so I'm just gonna go back to the dungeon.
Dude, the flea market never ceases to amaze me. You really never know what you can find, because what the heck is all of this? All of this? We got some freshies up in here. Look at them. Ooh, so clean. Also, I know my audio is chopped. I literally just bought a new mic, one of them like little clip-on joints, so I gotta find a way to not yell in the future, but that's for the future. Right now, I'm gonna still be yelling, and you might still hear a little bit of gudja in the background. I'm so sorry. My mic is just, it's busted, and when I'm holding my camera, it shakes around, and that's what you hear. You hear my mic shaking on the camera. Anyways, this is a massive haul that I had. It was kind of crazy, to be honest with you, because the biggest purchase came from somebody that had like mad bags, just bags and bags of sneakers, and it was like a bunch of us. It was kind of like the bins. Like we was all rushing towards these bags, like trying to get the sneakers, trying to get the best ones, trying to get the ones that we really want. And because of that, to be honest, I kind of messed up. I made some mistakes when I was doing my picking out of these bags, but I'll go over that as I get through all the sneakers that I picked up. Some of these are from individual purchases, like these Under Armour right here, and honestly, I didn't comp like anything. Almost nothing I comped. But I grabbed these. He was asking $10 for them, and as you can see, they're basically brand new. I don't know what they're worth, but I feel like I could get at least $40 for some brand new Under Armours. Both of these bags did get mixed up because I just took this bag, threw it in here, and some of the sneakers fell over, so there's like a confusion. There's a mixture of the things that I picked up before I got to the bag guy and the things that I picked up out. They're just, you know what I'm saying? Like this right here, these right here, I bought all 3 of these for $40, I think it was. Yeah, it was $20 for these and 10 for each of these. And again, I didn't comp anything, but these are the Gucci foam posits, and foams sell really well. People like really love their foams. These can go for like $150 around there, but they're like pretty beat condition. My camera, for some reason, the lighting is so bad, but they're in pretty not great condition, so I'm probably just gonna ask for $100 for them, $100 plus shipping. And these right here, they're ones. I think these are mids. Yeah, these are mid ones, and I'm sure I can get like $40 a pop. Again, I didn't comp anything, but I will have prices pop up as we go. Right here, as y'all can see, we got the Gel Excite 10s, Gel Trabuco 11s. I've literally never heard of this model. Some Gel Light Classics and some Gel Light 5s. Now this is the pair that made me want to pick these up. One, because they have this little like pendant coin thing on the tongue of them, or the laces of them, and also because this, I remember being a model that was like really popular back like I don't know, like few years ago. People really loved like the Gel Light 3s and the Gel Light 5s, so I figured if I buy all of these for $40, they were $10 a pop, I could definitely at least break even with this pair, and then the rest would be profit. Okay, so here's the first batch of pickups. Gonna separate it into 2 because I bought 15 total pairs. This is 9 right here, but this also showcases where I messed up because it was so hectic and it was kind of like a mad dash to grab all the pairs that you wanted or that you could get. As soon as I saw my bread and butters, I went and yoinked them. So as you can see, I have 4 pairs of Brooks here. Now mind you, Brooks is one of my favorite things to pick up, and honestly the condition isn't that bad. Like, you can see the bottom, these are in really good condition here, but the thing is, I am in no shortage of Brooks. My average cost is $15 per, no, my cost is $15 per pair. That is what we settled on. So I paid $15 for this pair of books, which I would never do. I can walk into any thrift store at any time and find a pair of Brooks. In this condition, questionable. Definitely would need some cleaning. This is really good condition. Actually, I think all of the Brooks are in really good condition. As you can see, they are looking good except for maybe 1 pair, and that's this pair right here. These definitely need a little bit of loving, but the tread on them is fantastic. $15 is a bit much. That is what, what? That's $60 worth of that I've spent on Brooks, and I would never do that. Ever do that. But like I said, it was just a mad day. I saw my bread and butters with the hecticness going on. I was just grabbing what I know sells, and so that's just more than I would pay for Brooks. Where they sell, they're in beautiful condition. So absolutely, it's just, and also these right here, I thought these were a pair of 880s, but these are actually 680s. So I do not know I've never bought a pair of 680s. They look good. They look like 1080s actually. No, that's what it was. I thought they were 1080s because of how they look, but these are actually 680s. But that's where I messed up. I bought a bunch of bread and butters, and I think next time I would look for some more exclusive stuff that I don't normally find at the thrift, or at least for not like a price of like $15, you know? Even these are A6 gel candle 30s. Now they're 30s, so they're like, I think these are like $50 or $60 if I'm not mistaken. But if you look at the toe box, look at them. I gotta clean them, and I paid $15 for these. The tread, I mean, honestly, the bottoms are really good. They're in really good condition. I mean, I might have paid I'd have to double check. I think you can get like $60 for these. So if that's the case, I think I would have still paid $15 for these, even though I got to clean the toe box, to be honest. Anyways, that's the first batch. We got a few pairs of Brooks. We got 2 pair of Hokas. We got these joints, the Gaviator 4s or Gaviator 4s, whatever they're called, and they're not in the greatest condition. $15 for this. Honestly, like, look at the tread on that side. I probably should have left these, to be honest, for $15. And then we got these joints, the big steppers. Honestly, the model itself, these are the Bondi 8s. These can get you like $50, $60. And on top of that, these are a size 13 2E, which is extra wide. Like, these are some big steppers. So I'm thinking either I can sell it really fast at like 60, or I can probably even ask like $70, $80 for these. So here goes the second batch. And again, I can't like nothing except for these. I was interested. I saw this little Nickelodeon sign here. I'm like, what in the world? So I looked them up, and they're actually some special edition SpongeBob Kyries. So I thought that was dope. I looked them up, and I think I can sell them for like $60 roughly. They're not the greatest condition, so I'll probably ask for $50, but I think they'll still do decently, especially because it's summertime. And then I comped these just because I knew. So these are bike shoes, and just an FYI, bike shoes sell well, obviously, especially in the summertime, but they always sell well. A lot of times it can go for like a really good price. And so I've never seen this model, and they look like brand spanking new. Like, look at them. These things look crispy clean. So I looked it up, and I didn't do too much research, but I did see some sold, not selling, sold, certain models sold for like $180 pre-owned. I'll most likely list them pre-owned, but these are like basic, they're brand new. They're like, they have nothing. They're just like, so I was like, oh yeah. And I almost didn't grab them because I was at 14 pairs, and he was like, why don't you go find something else? Actually, no, that's a lie. I found these, nobody was looking at these. That was this pair, these Solomons. He was like, let's just go make it 15. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I'm looking around, and these would just happen to be just sitting on the table. Somebody put them to the side or something like that. I don't know, but they're like brand new. Look at them. They haven't been worn. And so this was my 15th pair. Maybe they have been, I don't know. There's like some questionable substances on the bottom. And so overall, I got 15 pairs at $15 a piece. Pop. These right here, I didn't comp, and I don't buy Adidas like almost ever because they just suck for trying to sell. They just, I don't know, they don't hold any value in the aftermarket. You have to get them for like $2, $3. But I got these because they look mad. They're huge. These are some big steppers. So yeah, look at that, size 14. And I feel like bigger sizes of shoes. So because the people with these massive sizes, they can't just walk into any store and just buy shoes. Like, they have to go online. So I feel like these big sizes can sell well. Then we got these Air Max. I didn't comp them, but like, look at them. These things are stupid clean. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. I don't even know if they've been worn. And lastly, I grabbed these just because they also look super clean. Like, they've definitely been worn. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can see there's like some wearing on the heel, but I just feel like I can get like $40 for these. They're still in like really good condition. And if you hear me mention $40 a lot, that's kind of like my thing. I don't typically pay $15 to sell something for $40 free shipping, but I recently watched a video from, shout out to No Cap Cole, and he moves volume. Now, I'm not moving volume. I'll be real. Like, I'm not moving volume, but I would like, it's kind of like the whatnot theory. Like, you buy something at $3, sell it for like $8, something like that, and you just keep on doing that. Over time, it just builds up. I'm not moving at that pace, but I feel as though if I move in between like super fast and super slow and just get my money back and with some profit to it and be able to keep on reinvesting, keep on building, that'd put me at a good, because remember, I'm doing this part-time. It's not a full-time thing for me, so that'll set me at a good pace to where I'm constantly moving product out. I'm not like super underselling myself, and I'm not just like making like, I'm not getting full. I'm super not, obviously not getting like full margins, but I'm not making like $2 per item, you know? So that's kind of my mindset of being like nicely in the middle, so it's a consistent movement of product in and out, in and out, in and out. Anyway, in total, I bought 23 pairs of sneakers and I spent $315. Now I really want y'all to let me know if that was as good as a run as I think it is. I think it was pretty good. Aside from all the Brooks that I bought, I think it was a good run. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Let me know in the comments below what y'all thought.